What a transformation, hey?
Yeah.
And that's why CAP works in the way that it does, partnering with churches in order to totally transform someone's life. They don't just need to deal with their finances, they need to know that they're loved and cared for and that Jesus died for them. So I'm going to turn things a bit more local now, and I'm going to start just with a few statistics from our latest Scottish client report. Each year, our new CAP clients are asked to complete a survey, and it just lets us know what their circumstances were like before and after working with us. So almost 50% of new Scottish clients said the main reason for debt is mental health, low income and relationship breakdown. But like said so often, it's just a build-up of lots of really hard things that lead them to that place. 85% had income below the UK average, and 52% were living below the poverty line. The average number of debts owed was 10, and there were more priority debts than non-priority debts. And what that means is it's more things like their rent, their council tax, what things they pay every month that they need to pay just to keep living where they live. Non-priority debts are things like credit cards, loans, catalogues that are a bit less crucial. Almost half said they had sacrificed meals, gone without heating, and couldn't afford basic toiletries. And we're hearing so much more of that now, aren't we, with the cost of living crisis. And 79%, so the majority, said they felt lonely and didn't have anyone to turn to. Now these statistics are really hard to hear. But the good news is that help is available, and we want to get the word out there that help is available, and all of our help is totally free. There's no cost whatsoever. And as David said, Maddiston Community Church is one of 10 churches in Forth Valley that partnered with us, and together we've been able to set up a debt counselling service in the area to help people who are struggling in that way. Our service takes people through the process of becoming debt-free. We don't pay their debts for them. We work with them on a budget based on the income that they have and the outgoings that they have and the debts that they have. And then we visit them and go through that together and present all the different options that are open to them and also give them a recommendation. And we are then in touch with them, in contact with them until the day that they go debt free. And I think that's really crucial because they always have someone to turn to. And just helping someone with their debt often isn't enough. People can have really complicated circumstances. So where there's a need, we can help practically, but we also help emotionally with friendship and spiritually. And I'll give you a few examples of ways in which we've helped people in the area. We've helped someone who couldn't read to get in contact with a social inclusion worker who's able to help him access the services that might otherwise be difficult. So for instance, this lady helped him to do his personal independence allowance review. We've referred people or invited them to Renew Wellbeing Cafes. We're helping someone sit a test in order to find work. A church gave a single parent family who had to leave their home at Christmas because of a fire. They were very generous and gave them quite a lot of supermarket vouchers to help them replace some of the things that were lost. We managed to get a washing machine for a family with school-aged children whose washing machine was leaking all over the floor, and it was just one more thing to bring stress into the situation. And this year in particular, we've been able to help people with emergency food packages and gas and electric vouchers. That's something that we can do when our clients need them. But we often hear stories like Sid's. And at the end of a visit where a client has shared so much about their life with you, we always offer to pray with them. And the vast majority of people agree to that, and that can bring real comfort and also show them that there is something higher. They can also pray when they need to. But we also leave a little gospel booklet with them that explains the gospel in very simple terms. And some of our clients have befrienders, so people who will stay in touch with them, maybe just send them encouraging texts from time to time, maybe the odd phone call, but a few of them will meet up and have a walk or a coffee or something. So that helps where folks have been feeling isolated. And since opening, we've had appointments with 86 people now. We've been open for 3.5 years, and some of those folks have been in this area. Last year I came with Stephen and Maureen Worgan. Some of you might remember, they were the tall couple. And they were both debt coaches that helped me visit clients in the area. Now, Stephen's moved on to something else. So Maureen and I have been pretty much fully booked since the end of April. But Colin Primrose, who is part of Tillicootchee Baptist Church, is about to be trained up to join the team as well. So we'll be able to go back to the amount of people we could see each month before that. But we couldn't do it without the partner churches. I was chatting to some ladies at the start and just saying, I'm actually the only paid member of the Forth Valley CAP team. The rest are all volunteers. Even our debt coaches, they volunteer 1 day a week, unpaid. And we have a great team of people, and really thankful for people's involvement in that, and also joining us in prayer to pray for more specific circumstances. And God has been really good in answering these prayers and in providing for everything over these last 3 years. So thankful to you, and very thankful to God for his faithfulness. And I just want to encourage you during this winter where things might be tough, and you're hearing on the news all the time how tough things are, that we have a God who is higher, is faithful, is unchanging, and he cares about us all. So thank you very much. And if anyone would like to hear a bit more about getting involved in any of these ways at the end, I'll be through in the cafe at the end. So thanks very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.